What's up, everybody? Hope y'all are having a good night. This is the weekly Tuesday night Q&A Hangout with your host. I never say that word. Your host, with me, DeRuse. Some people call me Redbeard. Some people call me an idiot. It just depends. Anywhere in the spectrum works for me. I have a couple announcements that I want to go over, talking roster moves, a suspension that most of you guys already know about. So without further ado, let's talk about those real quick, and then we'll get into a Q&A. As far as roster moves, today, Mike Garafolo tweeted this out. Titans are signing veteran wide receiver Chris Conley off the Chiefs practice squad. Source says Conley started the season with the Texans, now onto his third AFC team since week 1. Conley hasn't been with the Chiefs, I believe, since 2018. A few weeks ago, gets signed to the Chiefs practice squad and conveniently just starts getting to know the playbook, getting to know the schemes again, getting to know the ins and out of the Chiefs offense. And what do you know? The team that the Chiefs are playing after the bye sign him to their roster. So he's going to have to stay on their roster for a few weeks, but it's going to be, through the time that they will end up playing the Chiefs. How freaking convenient. Now, how much did Chris Conley graft in a few weeks? How much did he grasp is what I'm trying to say. How much did Chris Conley grasp in a few weeks' time with everything going on with the playbook, the schemes, like all that stuff while on the practice squad? Probably not a ton. But do we really think they're going to use this guy? I mean, I don't. Could be wrong, but I don't think they're going to use him. So Mike Vrabel back at it again. Chris Conley gone. DeRuse Fountain today, this was final. He got cut, but he politely asked for the cut. This is per Matt Derrick from Chiefs Digest yesterday. Chiefs have granted wide receiver DeRuse Fountain his release from the practice squad per source. He has an interest from several teams looking for veteran help at receiver mid-season, and he's been a great locker room presence for KC. It's very interesting to me that he has asked for his release from the Chiefs practice squad because other teams are interested in him. Well, if they're interested in him, why don't they sign him? So I just suspect he's going to be going to another team's practice squad. That's my best guess, because if another team really wanted him, they could have signed him from the Chiefs practice squad, but he would have had to go to their active roster. So that's my assumption. Teams are interested, but it's for another team's practice squad that more than likely has less depth than Kansas City. Kansas City is deep at the receiver position. There's still 4 remaining receivers, I believe. Maybe 3 now, actually, with Conley getting snagged. But there's 3 on the practice squad, and then, 4 or 5? I think 5 on the active roster. MVS, Juju, McColl, Sky, Justin Watson. That's 5. Old Navy with the membership. Let's freaking go, man.
Go get it.
Appreciate that. Old Navy is a channel veteran. Been here for a while. Now, something else worth talking about. Everybody already knows. I already did a video on it as well, but Frank Clark got suspended. He's back in the news. He's been suspended for 2 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Ian Rappaport tweeted this out just a few hours ago. Chiefs defensive end Frank Clark has been suspended by the NFL for 2 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy, stemming from him pleading no contest to a pair of misdemeanor charges from a June 2021 incident for possession of a concealed firearm. So that means Frank Clark is going to miss Week 9 against the Titans and Week 10 against the Jags, and he will return Week 11 against the Chargers, who are absolutely riddled with injuries, by the way. This is a random side note, but J.C. Jackson is out for the season. He, ruptured his patella tendon. I think it's a similar injury to Lucas Niang. Injury upon injury over there at the Chargers, man. It's pretty nuts. But back to Frank Clark. As a reminder, here's what happened. This is from an article put out by Adam Teicher of ESPN. Clark was arrested in L.A. March of 2021 when he was pulled over while riding with another man in a vehicle that did not have a license plate. An officer noticed a weapon in the car and recovered 2 loaded firearms. 3 months later, June 2021, Clark was pulled over for a code violation and officers discovered another gun in his vehicle. I'm not sure what the crackdown on Frank Clark would have been if it would have been one time, but he did it. It was 2 violations in 3 months. So the suspension of Frank Clark will free up a roster spot as well while he's away. So my best guess is they'll bring somebody up from the practice squad in his stead, or before the deadline, the Chiefs make a move. Not because Frank Clark is suspended per se. If they're going to make a move, it's always been the plan. Some of you may wonder, well, when did the Chiefs find out about Frank Clark's suspension? They probably knew before the 49ers game. It's also ironic to me that the 49ers game was Frank Clark's best game of the season. He absolutely balled out. So, yeah, unfortunate timing, but he pleaded no contest to his court case back in September. And you think, oh, wow, he just got a little bit of... He got a fine, I think, and had to do community service. And you think, oh, well, he's fine. Well, once the legal process plays out, then the NFL steps in. I don't even understand the NFL process. They go about and do their own little independent thing and decided 2-game suspension. I talked about this in a video a few weeks ago. The regulars here know. I said a Frank Clark suspension's coming. Could it be 1 game? Could it be 2 games? And it was 2 games. So we knew it was coming, just didn't know when. Sadly, Frank Clark out. Others are going to have to step up. Carlos Dunlap, George Karlaftis, Mike Dana, who Andy Reid said should be good, well, and healthy after the bye week. He also said Rashad Fenton and Trent McDuffie should be as well. So our secondary is going to get stronger. Our D-line is going to take a little bit of a hit. I know some people don't like Frank Clark. I know people want him gone. But he's here for the season. He restructured his deal this offseason, and he's here on a more, not a team-friendly deal, but a more friendly deal than what he was on. And here's a question. Somebody commented this. They said this, do you think the Chiefs knew about Frank Clark's situation and then restructured Travis Kelce's contract? Maybe. But again, Frank Clark's only suspended 2 weeks. It's not like he's gone for the rest of the season. So I think any plans that the Chiefs have prior to the trade deadline, November 1st, which is coming up very soon, if the Chiefs are going to make a move, they were going to do it with or without the Frank Clark suspension, and I don't think it's going to play a role. I don't think they're going to do something irrational, like go snag Brian Burns, if they weren't already interested in Brian Burns. Robert Quinn, huge cap hit, by the way, if they grab that guy. They'd have to work that out, but I don't think anybody that they grab, if they grab anybody, is because of the Frank Clark suspension. It's already been planned. Brett Veach and company have already been inquiring. There's already reports surfacing of Chiefs reaching out here and there. So, again, any move they make is not because of the Frank Clark suspension. That's very short-sighted if they were to do that. So, that is kind of it. The last bit I have on my notes here, running back wide receiver hybrid Jerrion Ealy, who got suspended weeks ago for violating the league's performance-enhancing drug policy. He was suspended 6 weeks, I believe, and I think he only has a couple weeks left. So he's going to come back. He'll come back to the practice squad. And we have a couple other spots open on the practice squad. DeRuse Fountain just got cut. Chris Conley just got snagged by the Titans. So look for the Chiefs here soon as far as roster moves are concerned to bring another couple people onto the practice squad. Could be former Chiefs players. I don't know. I would suspect maybe a defensive end with Frank Clark gone for a couple weeks. And then, yeah, Jerry Neely's going to come back. And then let's see what they do with Frank Clark gone. What are they going to do with his roster spot? Because it opens up while he's suspended. And with that, guys, that's all the real news that I have for now. I saw another tweet recently. Chris Jones is the highest graded defender by PFF's grading system. And we don't like PFF that much around here, but for the defensive line and offensive line grades, I think they're pretty good. Again, they're not perfect. It's not canon. We don't look at them as an absolute, but it was pretty cool to see Chris Jones was the highest graded defensive player in the entire NFL. He's having quite the year. Chiefs are going to have a lot of decisions to make this offseason. Chris Jones, it's not a contract year, but he has like a $25 million cap hit. Are they going to extend him? Are they going to trade him? What are they going to do? Probably extend him, I would hope. Juan Thornhill's on a contract year. McCole Hardman, contract year. Juju is only on a one-year deal. There's a lot of things to think about. A lot of other players. I think Noddy, maybe even Colin Saunders. I don't remember exactly when they were drafted. They could be on contract years. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Lots of moving parts, lots of things the Chiefs have to be thinking about. And we're halfway through the season, basically, guys. This is week 8. And I have an interesting video coming out for you guys very soon. No spoilers, but I've been doing some studying, comparing the Chiefs to the first half of last season to the first half of this season. And it's going to be a banger. I'm excited for that video. Probably drop it tomorrow. But, man, if you guys have been hanging out, commenting, I appreciate y'all. We're going to get to the Q&A now. Just know if you have a question that you want answered, put question marks in front of your comment. Super chats will definitely get answered. But aside from super chats, I will try to answer all the questions that I can. Sometimes I have a hard time, though, knowing if you guys are talking to me or you're talking to somebody else in chat. So if you put question marks at the beginning of your question, I'll know that they're for me, and it'll help me sort of pick that out. I know there's going to be a lot of comments in here because Frank Clark's suspended, talking about Second Amendment and all that kind of stuff, and I'm not really here to debate that or argue that. I know California has stricter gun laws, so I just know this. Frank Clark probably just should have obeyed the law of the land or not hang out with people. Bad company corrupts good character. Not hang out with people who were not obeying the law of the land. I don't know if those were really his guns. I don't know the details there, but I'm not really here to debate Second Amendment stuff. Just, I know California has stricter gun laws. He's got to listen. I mean, it's as simple as that. He's facing repercussions for it. Am I happy about the suspension? Not really, but, you know. Do the crime, pay the time. Willie Gay Jr. breaks a vacuum. 4 weeks, you know. I guess a vacuum is a lot more of a weapon than a gun. So 2 weeks for the gun, 4 weeks for the vacuum. It is what it is. It is what it is. With that being said, hope you guys are doing well, man. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to start scrolling through these comments. What's up, Lath? How's it going? Brian, what's up? Of course, yeah. We called that, though. We knew it was coming. What really caught me off guard was the Willie Gay Jr. suspension. That caught me way off guard. But because of the Willie Gay suspension, it put me on radar. I was like, oh, yeah, that means Frank Clark's coming soon because he just wrapped up his court case as well. Knew it was coming. Yeah, just right here. Hi. Yeah, we were talking about it a few weeks ago. Yes, sir. Oh, you made it. What's up, Gabe? I personally think the NFL didn't like the Chiefs winning. I don't think it's really conspiratorial. That's probably not a word. But I don't know if it's much of a conspiracy. The timing's weird. The court case has been settled since early September. I don't know. I don't understand the time frame there.
Yeah, when it's grim, be the grim
Robert
Reaper.
Trickle with the membership. Let's freaking go,
it.
dude. I don't understand the timeline of when a court case is done. They do their own investigation. I don't understand why it takes the time it does or doesn't. I don't get that. But it is what it is. What's up, Lath? Hit the like and sub, y'all. Appreciate you, Huckleberry, one of the mods of the channel, one of the homies. Been in here for a while. Chief for life. What's up, man? What's up, Juju? Great W on Sunday. Yes, sir. Living in Niner country, repping the Chiefs. Let's go, MB. Right as Clark heats up, the NFL does what it does. Good to see you, typical sneakerhead. Wow, he's about to rat. Who's ratting? Look at his extra rest for Clark for 2 easy games. Yeah. Heal up that stomach, baby. Grasp. Have another beer. This is my first one of the day, man. Not going to lie. I definitely said the wrong words. I don't know what I was trying to say for a second. I was like, we are getting OBJ. Maybe. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. Chiefs game is on the NFL channel right now. Oh, which game? What team? Dang, I don't know what you're talking about. Pacheco, the next Devin Hester. Well, in Chiefs land, they've been saying Pacheco's the next Kareem Hunt. Hopefully, he ain't doing nothing crazy like Kareem Hunt was. But we'll see. See if he works his way to a wide receiver. I don't think he did a lot of it in college. He was primarily a running back, but I heard he's been catching on, route running, catching passes out of the backfield really well. And that'll fit really well here in Chiefs offense, and he's pretty fast. So that's a good question. Could he become a wide receiver? You'll definitely have to see. What's up, Zachary? Let's ride. Everybody, dude. Yeah, let's ride.
Both fam. Let's ride. Both fam.
What's up, Uri? Sneakerhead, nobody will ever take Hester's record. No. For sure. What's up, you red-bearded beer-drinking Chiefs news breaking, dude? Dude, when I used to do my early morning videos, I was the coffee guy. But now I do all my videos at night, and I don't drink coffee at night or I'll never sleep. Bobby Wagner, he signed a deal with the Rams, didn't he? I'm almost positive. He's still playing with the Rams. Am I tripping? Yeah, he's with the Rams. I'm pretty sure he signed a deal in the offseason. Yeah, he's still playing. Cole with the big buns. Hilarious. Where's Devontae Adams' suspension? It's probably coming. The court process takes forever. I don't know if Devontae Adams will face any repercussions this year. Another person I probably should have talked about in the beginning of this video to group it all together, Chris Lamons. You know, he was the guy that was a part of the Alvin Kamara situation the day before the Pro Bowl. That court case is still in process. They keep pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. Chris Lamons is probably going to get suspended. I just don't think it's going to be this year. It just takes forever. Yeah, so his suspension's probably coming as well. Okay, this is a good question. Do you think they put Niang out there over Wiley? It's hard to know. Andy Reid said in a presser recently he hopes to see Lucas Niang back sometime after the bye week. He was pretty vague, and actually he didn't make it seem like he was overly confident that Lucas Niang was coming back. My kind of thought process is if he's cleared and makes it back on the roster, I don't expect him to be like an instant starter over Wiley. They really have no idea how he's going to do, right? So I do think they would test the waters. Maybe they'll put him in on a snap count to see how he responds. They'll for sure be working him in if he's healthy enough to come off of IR. If he does, well, he's on reserve pup, right? Either way, when they try to bring him back to the roster, if they think he's healthy enough, I expect that they will work him in and test the waters. Keenan Allen washed. Danny Shelton's still on the practice squad. He's there. He could find himself called up. Yeah, maybe. Yang hasn't played in 2 years. I don't think they'll put him out there immediately. Yeah, I think that they'll test the waters for sure. Just heard the news about the Shark. Yeah, man, does suck, huh? Adam should be suspended 5 games. I predict 1 game. I think he's suspended 1 game. Could be wrong. Brown said their phone lines are open for Hunt. Yeah, I talked about that in yesterday's video. Get on the phone, Chiefs. He knows the offense. Great friends with Pat. I think he burned his bridge, man. I don't know that he's welcome back. Could be wrong. I missed the guy. I'm not sure he's welcome back. He lied to the guys, man, about what happened, and broke their trust, and they don't like that. They don't play with that. I believe in second chances. It's been a long time. He's kind of turned, he's got his head on straight. So maybe something could happen. Maybe they could package Rojo over there in like a late round draft pick for him. I don't know. If I was trying to ruin the Chiefs, it's not like it's random. They both did something. So, maybe it's not the craziest stuff that they've done, but they violated the personal conduct policy, and whatever. They decided the games. Somebody said Frank Clark could, I don't even know the term, could counter it, appeal it, I think is the term, and maybe get less time, but I have no idea. I think it's final if they've already announced it. Frank the Tank was playing better the last 3 games. Yeah, I agree. They might suspend Mahomes for breathing. Yeah, Frank Clark scores 2 points on Sunday, and he gets suspended 1 game for each point. Josh Allen QB will have the heebie-jeebies when we play them again. Every snap our defense come knocking. Let's go, dude. This should be a good game. Every time we play that team. Hope Frank doesn't appeal and drag this out, take the suspension and get it over with. Yeah. My assumption is, and I think Andy Reid will probably talk to the media tomorrow and we'll get a couple answers. Well, whatever he's comfortable with giving them. But my thoughts are that suspension's final. But I could be wrong. Carry a gun 2 games, beat up vacuum 4 games, sexual assault 20 women 6 games, kneel life. Woo! Sick. Deshaun Watson got 11 though. Who do you think OBJ is going to? A Super Bowl contender. Could be the Giants. Could be just any team that's doing really well. Picture them in the picture. Chiefs, Bills, Eagles maybe. The Giants are doing pretty well this season, and he's got ties there. He's got ties to the Buffalo Bills with Von Miller. They were just teammates. So, yeah, it's not a major suspension. Yeah, it's not a major suspension by any means. Mainly, apologize, he would be a big improvement. Yeah. Why we got so many bad boys this year? Well, technically bad boys last year that are paying consequences. Well, okay, Willie Gay was in January. Take that back. I'm going to try to get caught up in this chat here. Hunt isn't coming back. Yeah, I don't think so. Mahomes MVP. Ooh, you like that? Do what? That's the first I heard of this. Apparently there's a proposed trade for CH to go to Rams. I don't know how that would really help either team. If you had been in Missouri instead of California, it would have been a non-issue. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a little bit stricter of a state, and, pay the consequences for it. Cole, compare this season to the Super Bowl season. Ooh, that's a good one. The reason I'm comparing the first half of this season and last is because we have a key receiver who's no longer here. Okay? Eric Wahlberg with the 20 bomb. I can't even read all that comment. I'm going to get there, though. Dude, thanks so much for the 20 bomb. Holy smokes. Hunt for CH. I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. For the reasons I said.
And when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper.
Roger with the membership. Let's go, man. Dude, people keep joining, becoming members. Membership. You get the badge. You get the emotes. You get the monthly members-only live stream. And depending on the tier, if you join the middle tier, you get a monthly members-only Zoom call. The highest tier gets you bragging rights, a merch discount code, and I shout you out in some of my vids. The Redbeard Gang. It's not really a gang. Just the Redbeard tier. I don't know why I said gang. Way too white for all that. If we deal 2 firsts for Burns, I'd be against it. Yeah, I would be surprised if they did that. But supposedly they've called and asked about him, though. Do you think we will be good without Frank Clark? I feel like the Frank Clark suspension will hurt us less than the Willie Gay suspension. And I know Willie Gay's suspension was longer. I just think personally Willie Gay was more impactful out there on the field than Frank Clark for his position group because of what Willie Gay's presence on the field allows Nick Bolton to do. Frank Clark was just starting to heat up, though, was having a decent season, Had a great game last week, so it will definitely hurt. Yeah, it'll definitely hurt. I think it's survivable, though, certainly. What player would you like to see us pick up? I mean, there's rumors floating around about defensive end stuff. That's kind of where my mind is. I don't really care who. I mean, if Brett Veach and company, like we kind of talked about, like the main ones, Robert Quinn, there's Brian Burns. I saw the Broncos defensive end, Bradley Chubb, is reportedly potentially on the trade block, but they're not going to send him to a rival. They won't send him to Kansas City. So yeah, there's guys out there that would make us better. I think it's a matter of what do they cost draft capital wise? What do they cost contractually, cap hit? That's the stuff I'm looking at. But my primary, like I'm kind of honed in on D-line. Like if the Chiefs make a move, I would think it would be for D-line. You guys agree, disagree with that? Let me know. Yeah, don't leave your Uzi hanging out, man. Nadi has lost snaps, but Colin has played. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with Colin. I've already answered that, brother. Thoughts on the Sky Moore punt return troubles? What's up, Ben? I think basically what Andy Reid said in his presser, he didn't seem concerned about it. I think they give him one more go. If he muffs a punt again, he's gone. Not gone. He's done with punts. I would think McCole steps in there, or they signed a receiver to the practice squad. Smith Marset. He's a wide receiver. I think he played a little bit of time with the Vikings and the Bears, I believe. Don't quote me on both of those teams, but he returned a ton of punts in college. So, that's my thoughts there. If Sky muffs a punt again, I think it's McCole out there, or maybe, just maybe, they call that Smith Marset up after some time. We'll see. I'm not sure. Some people have thrown out the thought of Jerick McKinnon, but I don't know. I kind of rest on McCole, or they look elsewhere. I don't think it's going to be McDuffie. That guy's been injured too much. Should the Chiefs draft a backup QB? I mean, if they don't think Shane Buechele is that guy of the future, which they're kind of telling us they do view him because they have him on the roster so he doesn't get poached, because I don't think he would clear waivers and make it to the practice squad. So they're kind of showing they believe in Shane Buechele as the potential guy. If somebody else better comes along and it's not a hefty draft investment, not opposed, but they have a lot of needs to address in the draft as well. And they have the QB. Now I know, what if he gets hurt, blah, 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 but you know how it goes. We should get Zappy Zap.
Yeah, when it's
Can't
Grim,
remember
be the Grim Reaper.
if it's Zap.
We'll
Some
go
people
get
say
it.
Zap, some people say Zappy. What's up? Harry Countryman with the membership. Let's go. Appreciate that, man. Eric, I'm going to get to your 20 bomb. I'm almost there. How much to extend Chris Jones? Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a lot. Look at Aaron Donald's deal. And Chris Jones is going to want around there. Now, Aaron Donald's on a weird deal because he got like a raise, but not any more years added to his deal. But we'd have to go look at Aaron Donald's deal because his is kind of at the top of the defensive tackle market, and Chris Jones isn't Aaron Donald, but he's been playing better than Aaron Donald in some categories this season, so he's going to cost close to that. I think Chris Jones wants to stay a Chief, man. I think he'll work something out to stay here in Kansas City. But yeah, I don't have the dollar amount off the top of my head. It's going to be expensive, but again, he has like a $25 million cap hit next year. The extension would lower that cap hit, certainly. What's up, Kyle? How about that dub? Let's go, dude. I bought me some Hey Dudes today. Today's my birthday. What's a Hey Dude? Dude, happy birthday, man. How old are you? Let's go. He would be on the top of my list, bro. He's on pace for a 1,200-yard season. So I would think, I mean, dude, I'm of the mindset, extend that man this year, but if you could swing it. He signed a one-year deal. He's betting on himself. He wants a bag. That's my only slight, like I'm a little scared, a little hesitant about Juju, because if he keeps balling out like this, dude, another team could offer him so much money that the Chiefs are going to be like, well, That's a little out of our budget
And when
because
it's
you know the
Grim,
Chiefs
the
be
Grim
doing that.
Reaper. And go
Jared
get it.
Medley with the membership. Let's go, dude. Members are joining like crazy. Let's go, man. So yeah, I would like them to. I tweeted out Sunday during the game or right after the game. Extend Juju Smith-Schuster immediately. I would think him, Chris Jones, maybe L'Jarius Sneed. Sneed's not on a contract year, but he's getting close, and he's someone I think you'd want to keep around. Juan Thornhill's on a contract year. McCole Hardman's on his last year, so a lot of things to look at. Yeah, Marty. Let's go, dude. Yeah, we're of the same mind. I think so, too. Thoughts on Sky Moore? Yeah. Don't let him do it anymore. Yeah, I think they're going to let him keep doing it, man, until he muffs one more. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Would I pull him already? Possibly, yeah. But again, Sky's going to be here for years, and McCole might not be here next year. So if they think Sky Moore's just going to be the guy moving forward, he's just got to get over it and get used to it, I guess. But he didn't return punts in college, man. It's new to him. First time here. I've seen many, many videos. Chiefs fan from California, Minyo Angelo. I probably butchered the name, but dude, let's go. First time here? I appreciate you being here. Could be the Chiefs negotiated when Gay and Clark would serve their suspensions. That's interesting. That's interesting to think about. Very well could be. I'm not sure. Yeah, I talked about this a little bit. Yeah, Burns, I like the idea, but they want a lot. I don't know if Veach gives up 2 firsts for him. We'll have to see. If the Chiefs are like, hey, man, what do you think about a second round and a third rounder? Or maybe they offer him 3 picks, but none of them are a first. I'd be more open to that, but I'm just a fan, bro. I'm no expert there, but we've talked about Odell in so many videos. I talked about like 4 or 5 videos. It's not impossible that he ends up here. I just don't know how likely per se that it is. If Orlando picks it up, he has potential to be a beast out there. Yeah, you know, I always try to give credit where credit is due. McCole Hardman had a great game last week. Some people in the comments are like, you need to eat your words about McCole. Well, no, I don't. He got 3 touchdowns on jet sweeps, which is freaking great. Use that man in the backfield. Keep doing it. It's working. My critique of McCole Hardman has been misconnects that he has had with Mahomes on scramble drills and running deeper routes and seeming not to be on the same page with Patrick Mahomes. It's almost happened every game, maybe once. But so my critique is still there. But dude, if the jet sweeps are working, having McCole in the backfield's working, use that guy like Debo in ways and fabricate a bunch of stuff for him. He's like, use his gadget ability to the team's advantage. He scored 3 TDs last week. I mean, dude, keep doing it. Let's go, dude. You know, if 55 has, I don't know. But while he's suspended for 2 weeks, he should just go ahead and get it over with. Would you watch a Warzone tournament with NFL players and COD pros? That'd be fun. Yeah, I'd probably watch some of that. I like gaming a lot.
Broncos country.
Eric Wahlberg with the 10. I can read this full one. Been playing Call of Duty all day. I'm ready if Patrick needs wide receiver 5. Let's go, dude. Dude, if you guys haven't seen my YouTube short, I did a YouTube short on Juju talking post game about him, Travis Kelce, MVS, and Patrick Mahomes playing Warzone on Friday night for a little bit. Had some team bonding. They won 3 games of Warzone in a row on Rebirth Island. I did a little short on that. Are there any defensive end options on the market? What's up, man? Antoine? I mean, there's a few that have been talked about. Brian Burns, Robert Quinn. I think there's even some more that would be smaller trades. But, dude, I'm not the most knowledgeable on every team and the ins and outs of what that looks like. I did pull up an article before this stream, kind of reading around on just people that are potentially on the trade block. You know, and a couple of them are within our own division, so I don't think that would happen. I don't think anybody would be trading, you know, a defensive end to make their divisional rivals team better. So I think there's options. There is, but I'd be curious to see your guys' thoughts. I'd be curious to see what Veach and company are really thinking. What's up, dude? What's up, Bob? Yeah, I'm excited for the Titans game. It's kind of so far away, it's a little bit out of my mind. But I am excited for it. Donald's contract is about $95 million total through the 2024 season and guarantees $65 the next 2 years. Yeah, so Look at something like that for Chris Jones. You know, they could maybe spread it out over a little bit longer time. I think, let's see. Aaron Donald, thanks for the 5-bomb, Trenton. Appreciate you, man. Aaron Donald age. Aaron Donald's 31. He turns 32 in May. Chris Jones age. Chris Jones is 28 and doesn't turn 29 until July. So he's 3 years younger than Donald. So extend Chris Jones for like 4 years. I mean, why the heck not? 3-4 years, right? Are you looking for some new swags to wear for Red Fridays? Check out Cole's Bearded merch. Look at Flip with the freaking plug, dude. Appreciate that. That's definitely a way you can support the channel. Membership and merch. The 2 M's. M&M's. Yeah. We're looking at adding a Pacheco shirt in there soon. We have a Lynn Dawson shirt. Got some hoodies. Got all kinds of stuff in there if you want to check it out, man. Do I sleep anyway? No, not much. I edited till like 3 last night to get that video done. Why do we have Sky return punts when he's only muffed 2? He's muffed 2 technically in that the third one that you're kind of thinking of. I think he just let it bounce, but it was pretty bad. It was right. It was the same game he muffed that punt. It was the Colts game. He muffed it and then he got super gun shy and then let it bounce and it took a bad hop. Yeah, it was bad. I think they're going to give him one more go. That's just my thoughts based on Andy Reid's response during the presser. Andy Reid did say this. I'll probably do a video on it, maybe a short. He said that the interception Patrick Mahomes threw at the beginning of the game against the 49ers, it was Sky's fault. He basically said it nicely, but Sky was supposed to curl a bit more, come back to the ball a bit more in that gap, and he sort of ran it like a slant. So there was some miscommunication there based on the coverage. I think based on the coverage he saw, Sky Moore was supposed to actually come back to Patrick, and that's why the defense was able to break on that ball and pick it off. Mahomes pulled Sky aside after that and said, listen, man, don't ever do that again. Do you understand me? Actually, I don't think he said that, but he kind of said, hey, this is what you're supposed to do based on the coverage. And then I don't know how many more targets Sky saw that game, sadly. But yeah, he's got some work to do. He's just learning, man. There's a lot to learn, and hopefully he's getting better. What's up, man? I talked about Lamons a bit earlier. He's still on the team. I mean, God, dude, he was freaking stressing me out because our secondary is so thin. He was getting some actual offensive snaps. He's like CB6, CB5 on the team. His court case is still pending. If you're asking about his court case, it's still in process. He probably won't face repercussions from the league until next year would be my best guess. What do you think about the Chiefs releasing DeRuse Fountain? He requested the release, Eric, so it seemed like it was something he asked and the Chiefs granted it out of respect for him, because if another team wanted him, they would have signed him. They would have took him from the practice squad and signed him to the active roster. So he said there's several teams interested. But if they're that interested, sign him. So I think he's going to find himself on another practice squad from another team that maybe has less wide receiver depth. That's my thoughts. Is Trent McDuffie going to play after the bye week? According to Coach Reid, yes. Mike Dana, Trent McDuffie, and Rashad Fenton should all be back. NFL doesn't need to wait. It's on video. I mean, I think they just do wait, don't they? I could be wrong. So I don't know why I said it twice like a parrot broken record. I could be wrong. What the heck? What's up, Francisco? Oh, keep them coming. Yes, sir. Every day, bro. Let's go. Your Frank Clark replacement. I mean, it's just next man up, right? So if Mike Dana's healthy afterwards, he's going to be in there. Hopefully, Carl Loftus gets a bit more reps. Dunlap was looking good. They got Malik Herring. Maybe Joshua Kando will dress out, or maybe they make a move before the trade deadline and we see another guy in there. I think we might have a defensive end as well on the practice squad, but off the top of my head, I can't remember who that is. Let's freaking go. Well, the Panthers say he's not being traded, but I think they're posturing. They said they want to build around him, but I think they're posturing a little bit. Our running back's fine. What's up, Fitz Nuts? Do you miss Marcus Peters? He was kind of he was pretty high risk, high reward, but I did like the guy. He's still a top corner in the league. So I know he was a bit maybe Marcus Peters Hall of Fame. Do you guys think he's had a Hall of Fame career? I have no idea. But yeah, I do like him. Dang, a lot of people are talking about him right here. Yeah, I mean, he's been relevant in the league for ever since he was brought in. Why suspend Shark after he had a good game? Yeah, I don't know. Not funny. I don't understand the timing. Eric Wahlberg, I got to your 20, was a 49ers fan until 93 when they let the great Joe Montana go to KC, fell in love with the team, and never looked back. The win was as exciting as the 1997 44-9 beating Marty's team put on the Niners. Satisfying. Holy smokes. That's fire. I remember of that game, but in 97, I was like 5. I was like 6 maybe. So I do remember of the game. My dad probably watched it. But, dude, that's fire. Thanks so much for the 20 bomb, man. I'm glad you're a Chiefs fan. Following old Montana over. Let's go. I said Joe Montana. Clark fought a vacuum. Yeah, he beat it against the door. Not to make light of it. I mean, his son was there. And his son's mother. But, yeah. He didn't hit anybody. Thanks again, Roger, for the membership. Nature in the NFL abhors a vacuum. That's true. Yeah, I don't know that Cam Akers takes... I don't think it's the answer. Apologizing after lying to your head coach and the team owner still don't matter.
When it's grim, be the Grim Reaper.
Denise with the membership. It's like 5 members today. Let's go. How do I think the Frank Clark suspension will affect the Chiefs' next 2 games? I mean, we play the Titans and then we play the Jags, right? I don't see the Chiefs losing either of those games personally. Now, any given Sunday could happen. I think they're clicking. They're firing on all cylinders. I just rewatched all the highlights from the first 7 games of the 2021 season. That was depressing. They're looking way better than that. So, I mean, Frank Clark is a hit. But in my opinion, it's not as big of a hit as Trent McDuffie in the secondary, or as big of a hit as Willie Gay with the linebacker unit, and they still made it work and went 5-2. So I think they're going to be all right. Let's freaking go Wahlberg. I thought you said let's freaking Wahlberg. Stop running CH up the middle. Yeah, he's had some good runs. The outside run worked. And he got a TD on it, but you got to think he's also been a little slow going to the outside and has been not able to get to the outside quick enough. So choose your poison. I think Jerick McKinnon was looking probably the best. He got the most snaps out of the RBs against the 49ers. Pacheco had like 2 more snaps or something, maybe 3 more snaps than CEH. But, dude, most of it, like 3 or 4 of Pacheco's snaps were in garbage time. So very interesting. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even read this question. Who do you feel the most dynamic running back is? Probably Jerick McKinnon. He's just, dude, I mean, he's made play after play for us repeatedly. He's also in there on definite pass blocking situations. Probably the best blocker. He's probably the most rounded back that we have. And he's very shifty. So, for example, that screen pass, 3rd and 20. He took it for like 35 yards. You guys remember a crucial, maybe it was a 3rd down, maybe it was a 2nd down against the Raiders, but it was like 2nd and 20, 3rd and 20. I don't know what it was exactly, but they ran basically a play out of shotgun almost up the middle by McKinnon. And dude, he broke like 5 tackles. And that was like the momentum shifter in that game to get the Chiefs coming back from down 17. It was 17-0 at that time. So probably McKinnon, honestly. Now, I like the upside and the potential future of Pacheco, and am of the mindset like, yo, keep working Pacheco in. Keep giving this man more reps, more touches. The more touches he gets, the more experience he gets under his belt. And just, you kind of got to learn, like trial by fire, these rookies. I mean, you just got to throw them in there. Yeah, I mean, the only way they should do that is if they think it's a player they could never get in the draft in the first round. Now, they have 2 first-round picks for next year. They could, you could package them, group them, you could trade up. If Orlando keeps playing as well as he has the last 2 games, maybe they sign him to a deal. If he continues to be up and down the rest of the season, guys, they could tag him again, try to trade him, but they may be looking to trade up in the draft for a left tackle. They probably hope in their mind Orlando keeps playing like he has the last 2 games because he looked better, and he just keeps going up and up, and they sign him. They entrust him as the left tackle of the future. But, dude, if he keeps being unreliable, every couple games and up and down, I know he was battling injury earlier this season, but I don't know what they're going to do. I think ideally they want him to work out so they can focus on other position groups. But, dude, if it ain't Orlando, they're going to have to look at left tackle. They got to protect Mahomes' blind side for the future. So these all play factors, right? You want at least one first. I feel like they would keep at least one because it's in Kansas City. I mean, Veach has joked as much as, keeping a first for Kansas City. If Hill wasn't worth 2 first-round picks and Burns ain't, the Chiefs, even if, it's been reported the Chiefs called to inquire. Guarantee you if they said 2 first-round picks, the Chiefs countered with like a second and a third, or they laughed and hung up. Yeah, in Veach we trust. Yes, sir, Uri. Yes, sir. Yes, we need Sue. Hey, man, people have been saying that. Read an article that said the first half of the schedule is much more difficult. Yeah, I'd have to pull up my initial schedule prediction, but
when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper and go get it.
That was the hardest part of our schedule. Seth with the 5 bomb. Pacheco, that is all. Let's go. Yeah, he's the back of the future right now for Kansas City with the highest potential upside. He's still pretty raw, working on patience, working on vision. But I like McKinnon right now. He's been playing really well. But you got to feed Pacheco. You got to get experience under the rookie's belt. The first half was hard. We have the Bengals. We have the Rams. The Jaguars they're not playing horrible. What are their record? What's their record right now? Maybe they're 500. I don't even know. Oh, they're 2-5? God, I thought they started out hotter than that. It must have been because they beat the Raiders. They're 2-5. Dang, I thought they were better than that. I would think we would beat the Titans, we beat the Jags, but again, we play a bunch of division opponents too. So we played Denver twice. Based on looking at them, we should win. Their defense is really good. Their offense is really bad. I won't be surprised if Nathaniel Hackett gets fired. But we have no idea. Like, divisional games are the hardest. They're the hardest fight. We barely beat the Raiders and the Chargers. That was a 50-50 game, basically till the very end. That could have went either way. The Raiders was down to the last play, and Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow just happened to blow it. They ran into each other. So that could have been a TD to Devontae, game over. Could have lost to the Raiders. We only beat the Chargers by 3. So those are probably the hardest games I see. The Bengals could potentially be a tough one, but then our divisional opponents. I predicted the Chiefs to go 12-5. I know I spent a lot of time on that comment, but they lost 2. So, hopefully they don't lose 2 or 3 more, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I'd love them to go, what even would that be? 15-2? It's a 17-week season, is that right? Do you think we will move George to the right side? Ooh, that's interesting. They've been, per Andy Reid in a recent presser, they've kind of, no, it was Spags in his presser last week. They've kind of been moving him all around, just testing the waters, seeing where he excels, just giving him experience kind of everywhere. And Spags have been moving people everywhere. Chris Jones has been playing on the end. They've been loading the side, like one side sometimes with edges.
When it's grim, be the Grim
they've been doing some crazy stuff.
Go get it.
Seth Scott, what's up? Thanks for the membership, brother. Might have been a renewal. Yeah, renewal. Let's go. Pacheco RB1 midseason happened. Never forget, dude. Seth been calling it for a long time, man. He been calling it. Then he dropped the 5 bomb. Let's go, dude. We got a bunch of memberships this stream. Appreciate y'all, man. Dude, that's actually a great idea. I think they should. Why the heck not? Frank Clark, in theory, is not going to be here forever. If he keeps balling out this season and wants to take like a team-friendly deal, okay. But I would think the Chiefs move on from him after the season, talking about Frank Clark. Hey, Cole, do you think it's time to get Frank? Oh, that's funny. We're just talking about him. No. I mean, he'll finish out the season. I don't know if he gets renewed, like his contract gets extended. I almost said renewed. What am I talking about? I don't know if he gets extended and signs a new deal unless it's like a super team-friendly veteran deal. But, dude, another team could offer Frank Clark money. I don't know. I would not expect them to keep him around long-term unless it's pretty team-friendly. Ever notice how it's 2022, but yet in post-game question interviews, they don't give the press microphones? Dude, I know. I've tweeted the Chiefs multiple times on Twitter asking, can you please provide a mic? Some of that has to do with the NFL, but did you guys listen to the pressers after the 49ers game at their stadium? They all had mics, dude. The reporters had mics. It was freaking glorious. It was glorious. We should trade for a pass rusher, by the way. I didn't wear the Mahomes jersey for this game, and we won. I also manifested all week that the Chiefs will beat the 49ers, and we'll be doing that for every game. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Yeah, I mean, I predicted the Chiefs to beat the 49ers 30-23. I was wrong on the Chiefs score. I got the 49ers score down to the point. But, yeah, the Chiefs almost dropped 50. Remember, they threw a TD to Juju Smith-Schuster that was called back on a penalty. I think it was illegal hands to the face. It was some offensive penalty on the line. I think on Wiley with Bosa, or I think that's what the call was. I could be wrong. Either way, it was a penalty. That was a touchdown to Juju. And what did we score? Did we score 44 points? Chiefs 49ers score. I think it was 44-23, bro. That would have been 51. That would have been 51. Holy smokes. Yeah, so we were close. But, yeah, we should trade for a pass rusher. Yes, sir. What's up, Veta? It's like the league sees we get someone doing better. Yeah, I knew a suspension was coming. We talked about it a few weeks ago. I just did not know when. So, yeah, unfortunately, it hit now. It's not the worst time. He does come back in time to play the Chargers, a division rival. I'll be glad to have him for that game. He'll be well rested as well. Yeah, Damian. I'm not opposed for that. Here, my reasoning is because we've had just trouble staying healthy out there. And then we have two rookies basically holding it down. Now, I know Trent McDuffie's a rookie, but dude, he was a true first round grade by Brett Veach and his crew. And he's more NFL ready than the other two. No shade to Joshua Williams or Jalen Watson at all. I think they've been holding it down. I think Joshua Williams has earned himself potentially some playing time. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like when Fenton comes back. But if they worry that Trent McDuffie's not going to stay healthy, Rashad Fenton's not going to stay healthy, I wouldn't even be surprised to see him make a move for a cornerback. I feel like that's not as high on the priority list as maybe like D-line or a tackle, like an offensive tackle. But it could be higher on the priority list than a wide receiver, depending on how their health is. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, when does Niang, Dana, and McDuffie come back? Coach Reed said after the bye week they should all be back. Yeah, he said that this week. I think Sunday's presser after the 49ers game. You have inside knowledge that the Chiefs were trying to bring Hunt back before John Dorsey quit and the Browns made an offer for him. Oh, really? That's the first I've heard, but, I mean, I'm a big Hunt fan. So if they bring him back, I'd like that. I miss him every day. We would have had another ring with him if we had him still here. Yeah, I don't know that he is high enough on the priority list to worry about. We'll have to see because he could sign later. Let's see how the trades go, if any, with the Chiefs before the deadline. Odell is not going to be cleared until they said December, dude, like mid-December. That's basically the end of the season. I don't even know if he'll sign to a team, dude. If it's truly mid-December, you have like 2 weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks left before the postseason. So I don't know. He needs to use his brain and stop putting Sky Moore out there. No more drop punts. Make sure to go check out Shaggy Shane and Starcade. Yeah, Shaggy Shane's been, dude, he's been he's been supportive of the channel since like day one. Do you even make any additions? Yeah, what's up, Nito? Dude, your profile picture, Connor's sleeping. Oh man, after he got that was when he got slept by Poirier. I trained in Taekwondo for 10 years, man. I'm a big UFC fan. I don't watch as much now because I do so much NFL content, but definitely love the art of fighting. If I kind of been talking about it off and on, but yeah, if they do, I would think it's D-line, possibly a tackle, offensive tackle, if they feel like they have somebody that has a bit of a higher ceiling than Andrew Wiley, because Andrew Wiley is perfect for a backup, very serviceable. Definitely a weak spot of the line. So I would think D-line, if any. What is this? Chiefs pledge? Chiefs pledge. I pledge allegiance to the drum of GEHA, Arrowhead Stadium, and to the 2-time Super Bowl champs that we are the best. What's up, dude? Go for defense at the deadline. That's what I would think. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's not for a tackle, I don't really see anything else the offense needs. Just thinking about it. Another seat. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea, especially if they can't stay healthy. Done with Henne. Yeah, I don't. Henne's on a 1-year deal, but his cap hit's pretty large. So I would assume Henne finishes out the year. He is a vet that's been in high pressure situations and could come and hold it down, I think, if he had to. He's done it before. True it. Stone Barger with the 2-bomb. Thank you, brother. Juju extension. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Sooner than later. The sooner the better. I am a big fan of it. I half expect Juju to hold out and want to see what other interest he gets in free agency next year, and just he wants to cash in. But I'm for it. 100%. Yes, sir. Thanks for the 2-bomb, brother. Can we clone Earl Thomas, please? Love Chris Jones, but I can see us doing a franchise tag and trade. Well, next year, so Chris Jones isn't technically on a contract year. Next year, his contract has a potential out, and it's just a huge cap hit. So they would literally have to trade him or extend him, or they just say, "Nah, we have enough we have enough freed up cap space. We're actually just gonna take that hit." He has 1 more year after this, so it's not technically a contract year, but a potential out. Hey, dudes, is the shoe brand? Yeah, Smith Marset, like a big... I don't... Off the top of my head, Sandman, I don't know. You could be right, but I know he has a lot of experience and did pretty well. Can you DM me on Twitter? Can you DM me? Since I'm streaming, that would be... And, dude, I would never turn those down. Yeah, Sam, we talked about Bradley Chubb a little bit earlier. I just don't think the Broncos would trade him to the Chiefs. I don't think they would want to do anything to help the Chiefs get better after they are being absolutely really bad. They're playing really bad this year. Their defense is good. But, dude, they lose a couple more games. They might go into rebuild mode a little bit. Especially because... just think of how much they invested into Russell Wilson. Not only money, but draft capital. They might try to recoup some draft picks for sure. You're the red-bearded Zeus of Chiefs Kingdom. What's up, Rainbow Dash? Appreciate that, man. If Juju balls out, he won't be here next year. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm afraid of. We do have Ross. And that's like a question mark. Like, a lot of potential upside if he can stay healthy kind of a thing. I hope so. Juan Thornhill sucks? I don't think he sucks. I don't know that he should get extended for a lot of money. If he takes a fairly team-friendly deal, I'm personally not opposed. Now, I'm not an expert either, but he's a starting level safety, not like top tier, but definitely. My hot photo here? Oh, really? You don't even have a profile photo. Be better next time, you little bum. I know, it's just a bot. Bradley Chubb plays for... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no way. Extend Juju MBS already on a 3-year and let that man burn Mahomes. Hit that 57-yarder. Dude! Bro, that was nice, huh? He burned Charvarius Ward, bro. That was crazy. Chiefs have been on a youth movement. Do not want to lose CJ, but can see it happen. I feel like he's a player they would make an exception for. Just because... he's playing elite year after year after year after year. And, I mean, dude, Aaron Donald's about to be 32 and is still balling out. Chris Jones is 28. So, yeah, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. He balls out this year and they get like multiple draft picks out of him in a trade. But, gosh, dude, he is our D-line. Without dude, could you imagine our line without Chris Jones right now? Yikes. No offense to everybody else on the line, but he is the line. Yeah, I like keeping Thornhill. I would say make Snead a priority over Thornhill if they think Brian Cook is a serviceable replacement over Thornhill, and then you have Justin Reed on a multiple-year deal. Obviously, you need safety depth, so maybe they draft another. I don't know. I feel like they love to do that. Don't extend Juju in the middle of the season. But will he be a lot more money? Wouldn't he be a lot more money the longer you wait? I think that would be my only reason of, like, do it now. Snead, God bless you. Snead. Better keep Hardman. I don't think a Hardman extension is actually out of the realm of possibility. I don't think it's impossible. But what I could see happening is some team just wildly overpaying for him because of his speed. And they're like, oh, we need a speed threat. Cole Hardman, he's been on the Chiefs. They win a lot. I could just see somebody like offering him the mansion, the gold sink in the mansion, the shower is Skittles. Like, I know that makes no sense, but I'm just like, I feel like somebody could just offer him everything, offer him the world. Unless Hardman says, no, dude, I want to stay in KC. What's a deal that we can work out that I can stay here, for a team-friendly deal because I want to stay here and compete and win rings? I don't know. I have a feeling someone's going to, offer him a big old bag of gold, and he might take it. But we'll see. Marquez is a better deep threat now. You got to wear there like a new shoe. You got to get them. Yeah. But, well, they got a mesh, too. So some of that's just Mahomes meshing with his receiving core, yeah. Juju's a thick dude. First time live. Let's go. First time you made it in. Let's go, Casey Vinny. How's it going, brother? Good to see you in here, man. What's up, dude? What's up, AM15? Eric with the 10. I just now got here. Holy smokes. I'm going to have to try to catch up in chat a little bit. Sheesh. Trenton with the 5-bomb. Appreciate y'all. Get Cole a television? A television? Sky and MVS, only wide receiver signed for next year. Yep. You're right, Marty. Because, Sky's on his rookie deal and MVS is on a 3-year. Kelsey was a QB in high school, wasn't he? Yeah. He has tossed one. Yeah, he has. I think he has as many postseason career TDs as Derek Carr. They both have one. He hasn't tossed one. It was like a. You guys remember that, right? It was like a goal line lob pass or something. Maybe against the Steelers. But it's happened. Cole doesn't make enough plays to be extended. Yeah, I mean, if they keep using him like they are, use him in the backfield, use him on these quick bubble screens, use him as a distraction on fake jet sweeps, and then really, you could use that to kind of open up the run game a little bit because of his effectiveness with the jet sweeps last week. There's ways you can use him, and Mahomes has hit him deep a couple times, missed a couple steps a couple times, so tough. Tim Ward is a free agent. I thought he was going to be a good D. He's still, he's stayed a free agent all offseason. That's crazy. Can't wait to see Nick Bolton make Derrick Henry his son again. Oh, let's go, dude. Let's go. Oh, okay. I was like, that doesn't sound right. So he was released, and he's still a free agent. Okay, dang. See, I feel like Brett Veach is going to make he'll make some thrifty defensive move that a lot of people are going to be like, well, who's that? But they're so good at studying tape that, it'll be affordable and it'll add a little bit of a boost to our D-line. I don't know that they're going to break the bank or anything like that, but Yannick Ngakoue, whether or not that's an option, I don't actually know his current situation. What's his current situation? He's with the Colts. That's right. Wait. Yeah, I don't know his situation off the top of my head. But I do like him. He's only 27. Wonder how his injury history has been. Can't recall off the top of my head. Yeah, rest in peace to Lenny. Yes, sir. Get the hoodie. It's the best. Let's go, Steven. Appreciate that, man. I am so far behind in chat, dude. It's not even funny. I'm trying, man. I'm really trying. It's not a good live stream unless the poor bot shows up. Hey, man, that thing's always in here. I can see Chris Jones taking some more edge snaps. He has been. He has been this season. But you're saying to compensate for the Frank Clark suspension? I can see that. How about Fenton not? What's up, Corey? How about Fenton not starting when he's back and sticking with one of the rookies? Yeah, I'm going to answer that in a little bit more depth, probably in tomorrow's video. I'm going to talk about it, but I could see my old boss at work just texted me and said, my boys are watching you. What up, Branson boys? Hope y'all are doing well, man. Hope you guys are doing well. Dude, tell the rabbit I said hi. I can't remember the bunny's name. What's the bunny's name? Tell him I said hi. I mean, I think, dude, I don't know. Spags has like this history of trusting vets over rookies, meaning like he'll just put them in longer than maybe they need to be in, even when somebody else is showing more potential upside. I think you might see a rotation of Fenton and the rookies worked in. I would think after a couple more pass interference calls and, if Fenton gets burned a couple more times, that you might see Watson or Williams work in. But yeah, my thought is right now, if everybody was back and healthy, it's still Snead, McDuffie, and then Fenton, but like with Jalen Watson and Joshua Williams like nipping at his heels. And I wouldn't be surprised to see those guys kind of earn some time out there. He has lost some. No way Peters is Hall of Fame. Yeah, off the top of my head, I haven't been following his career super closely, but it didn't I know I'm way behind in chat, dude, but they didn't strike off the top of my head like Hall of Fame. I don't know. When is the Belldozer coming back? That's kind of the same status as Lucas Niang. Andy Reid said in a presser last week, maybe sometime after the bye week. I mean, he didn't even put like a date on it. Blake Bell had hip surgery, man. I've had 2 hip surgeries, and it just takes a while. You're on crutches for 4 to 6 weeks, and then you've got to rehab your strength back, and then you got to be NFL ready. He has, the Chiefs are top of the line medical staff, so they'll get him ready, but I don't know when it's going to be. Holy smokes, there's so many comments, guys. I'm sorry, man. If I had a bunny, boy, oh, no. Dude, I think if you put your chocolate bar in the freezer for a bit, hippie Jesus, what's up, dude? What the heck? That's such a random comment unless you're in talking to the chat. But dude, I like refrigerated chocolate, dude. All of my candy bars, all the M&Ms, all that stuff is in the fridge. And my wife always gets frustrated and she'll take it out when she wants it. She'll put it on the counter and let it warm up, I guess, to room temp for a little while. Yeah, he might be cheap, Joel. I think Clark is the last stupid contract we're still paying for. We got to keep drafting good. Yeah, I'm afraid, or I think Veach is possibly a bit afraid to do something like that again. Think about it. They did that. Then think of all the draft capital they gave up in the Orlando Brown Jr. trade. And they're probably still like, oh gosh, I hope it works out with him. But yeah, those are 2 big swings. 2 big ones. Frank Clark was a big one. Who else? I mean, Tyrann Mathieu was a big one too. But was that Veach? I think it was. I'm a little rusty on that. It's been a little while ago. Red Tribe Cinema does make dope vids. You right. Yeah, Sue's still available. Love your work, man. Who you talking to? Who's in there? Artist Chief's in here? Where's he? Oh, what's up? Who's your favorite Chiefs artist? Well, the Artist Chief. Let's go, dude. What's up, Corey? Yeah, man. Love your work, brother. I'm excited to see what you paint next. Yeah, no. No, because Hardman was a second round pick. We want Cole here so we can chat with him. Well, who else do you? Someone want someone else? Hello from Brazil. What's up, man? I don't know how to say your name, man. Chow, maybe? I probably, dude, I don't know. I'm laughing because I butcher names left and right. But from Brazil, let's go, man. 2 to 3 mil for Hardman a year. I don't know. I don't think he would take that. But hey, you never know. Chiefs win percentage in games with Derek Carr. Whoa, hold on. Chiefs win percentage in games with Derek Carr. Greater than Chiefs win percentage in games with Mahomes. Is Carr better for KC? What are you talking about? What am I reading? Yes, Juju won a lot. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right. But, dude, I want him. Hardman worth keeping at the right price. Yeah. 8 or 9. He'll be a cheap speedster. Chiefs feasting. Yeah, I don't want to imagine what the Chiefs would do without Chris Jones. How many draft picks do the Chiefs need? Yeah, they have 12. They have 12, but I could see them packaging them in the draft. That's why I'm like, dude, if you could get Brian Burns for like a second and a third, I think he has this season and one more season left on his rookie deal. You could franchise tag him. And he's a former first-round pick, right? So couldn't you do it again? Or you could exercise his fifth-year option, I believe, if I remember right. That's why I'm like, dude, if you could somehow get someone like Brian Burns without giving up your first-rounders. Yeah, he was drafted in 2019. So, but I don't think they would give him up, dude. Just got here. What's up, Jayhawk? Dude, Frank Clark suspended for 2 games, man. I dropped a video on him earlier if you want to check it out, or if you just rewind to the beginning of my stream, I talk about it. But yeah, his court case finally got resolved, and he pled no contest and just got a fine and community service, but then the NFL suspended him for a couple games. Jody Fortson is scary big. Just want to be tacklers after the injury timeout, of course. Oh, dude. Yep, he is big, bro. Big boy. Like 6'6", maybe 6'7". Fenton is a penalty. Rashad penalty Fenton. Fenton is cool and all, but I think we should be starting all rookies except for Snead, Thornhill, and Reed. Yeah, I mean, I've been liking Jalen Watson, even Joshua Williams, considering like Josh Williams was a 4th rounder from a D2 school, I think Fayetteville State, and then Jalen Watson was a 7th rounder. I think it was Jalen Watson when he got drafted by the Chiefs guys. He was in his car. I think he was in his car because he was afraid he wasn't going to get drafted and was kind of disappointed. And so I think it's either Watson or Williams, but it was one of them. When they got a call from the Chiefs, they went outside and sprinted down their street. How awesome is that, dude? Man, if you haven't already, show Cole some love and hit the like and sub. Let's go. Over 400 in the building. How many we got right now? 464. Let's go, man. Let's go. Appreciate y'all hanging out and being in here on this Tuesday night Q&A. It's the bye week Q&A. I see Andy at 257 career wins in regular and playoff. Do you think Andy will get his 300th? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, if he plays another 4-ish years, he get there, right? It'd be right around there. I suck at math, but it's got to be right around there. Hopefully Danny Shelton can find some playing time while Frank Clark is suspended. I mean, if they think they can maneuver some of those guys around, that would make sense to elevate Shelton. Sure. I know that Shelton's a nose tackle, so I'd be curious to see if they did that, what their thoughts are. Maybe they're moving Chris Jones to the outside more. I mean, I have no idea, but I'm kind of open. Salted chili chocolate is fire? Salted chill chocolate. I was like, bro, what the heck is chili chocolate, man? Agree with the frozen Reese's? Okay, that's actually kind of fire. I like ice cream, bro, so I guess I like frozen. Barbara said, why are you drinking beer? I'm just drinking a beer. Why are you asking me why I'm drinking a beer, Barbara? What you doing? What? What you Dion? What are you saying? Hitchens is still on the books? Anthony Hitchens? Oh, what are you drinking? Oh, just a Michelob, dude. This is just my first beer. Just sipping on it. Better off bringing in Sue, I'm guessing, is who you're meaning. You know a Barbara Langley? Maybe it's her. You gonna do? Oh, when am I doing a vid with Perna? Probably when the Chiefs and Broncos play. Yes, sir. Do I believe we still sign Odell? What's up, man? I don't know that it's super likely, but it's not impossible. I'm probably like, and I could be wrong, so this is just my best guess. I'm probably like 70% he doesn't sign, 30% chance he could. We'll see, though. Some people didn't like this on Twitter when I said Odell's kind of like a superstar, and I just don't see superstars, even on a quick deal, like coming to the Midwest. It makes sense when he signed with the Rams. I'm like, yeah, L.A. Who else, like, bigger, like, Giants, going back to the Giants, just some bigger market team. But again, at the end of the day, if he wants a ring and the Chiefs are, like, a real good contender for it, and maybe they have an injury or two, and they just need another receiver, I could see it happening. Juju would take a friendly deal? Maybe. I think he wants the bag. But he makes a lot of money outside of the NFL, so that's not out of the realm of... it's not impossible that... I mean, I would love that. Let's go, Chiefs. What's up, Darren? Let's go, dude. I thought I read the Panthers already... Yeah, I think that was posturing, Drewby. They could be telling the truth about turning down 2 first-rounders for Brian Burns, but I think they're posturing. Gay and Clark out, coincidence? I have no idea. Somebody said that the Chiefs could have worked it out to where they weren't both suspended at the same time, but dude, I have no idea. No idea. Sweater Painter available for trade for Washington. What are they worth in draft capital? Oh my gosh. I have no idea. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty not good at draft capital and knowing what somebody's going to cost. He's only 25. High upside, meaning could still grow. He's been with the Commanders the entire time. What a big boy, 320. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would depend, like, if the Chiefs like, yeah, let's bring in a DT. But I have no idea, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know the answer to that. If somebody wants to give realistic draft capital for these guys, like, let me know in the comments. We can chat about it. Guys, Clark pushed his court date back, so it's kind of his fault. Yeah. I mean, they were trying to push it back and work around it. Darian Kennard is still on the roster. I think he would not clear waivers, or he would be on the practice squad. I think they fear he wouldn't clear waivers and would get scooped up. They like his potential upside if it's not for a right tackle, which they were potentially hoping for. Maybe it's for a guard, a serviceable backup guard. So, yeah. He's still there. He's still hanging around. What's up? What's up, GG? Thoughts on Darren Payne? Yeah, that's funny. I got him pulled up right now. I mean, it's not like the Commanders are in a super competitive championship caliber run. They're kind of a dumpster fire, to be honest, with everything going on with Dan Snyder and everything. So, I mean, worth looking into. Are you talking about for, like, before the trade deadline? Is that kind of what you're talking about? I mean, he's been pretty consistent through the years. Not many injuries, some injuries, but I mean, in 2021 he had 4.5 sacks. 2022 he had 3.5. A lot of tackles. So even this year, I mean, he's already got 3.5 sacks this year. He's playing pretty well. Anyone going to the 2023 draft? Yeah, I'll be there. R.I.P. Fenton. You missed the hoodie. Going to check it out? Yeah, it's in there. Yeah. Let me know. Fenton gets beat more than Oliver Twist. Oh, my gosh. Andy should retire a Chief. I don't think he'll go elsewhere. I think if Andy retires, he retires a Chief. Let's freaking go, bro. When McDuffie comes back, they should leave Watson and Williams. I agree. Fenton has really disappeared. Yeah, I have this feeling that Spags will give Fenton another go, but we'll start working the other guys in. Yeah. See you later, brother. What happened to Justin Ross? Dude, I have no idea who's trolling with these questions about Justin Ross anymore. He's on IR for the year, had foot surgery. I can't remember who trolls. Like every stream, people ask about Justin Ross, but some people are serious. I might not be able to watch lives much, but when I am, I'm able to get you to laugh every time. Oh, yes, sir. Dude, let's go, man. Yeah, that comment was funny. It just caught me off guard, but I love it. Why not drink a beer? I mean, I don't know. I think it's too late to drink a coffee, or I've had like 3 cups of coffee today. Just put Fenton back in the slot and play Snead outside. Yeah, he's not. He doesn't play as well outside. But I think just with the injuries and trying to shift people around, yeah, I think Fenton was definitely struggling, particularly against the Raiders. Kennard is the Mahomes of tackles. He's just sitting a year. Well, dude, let's go. I mean, they believe in him enough that, yeah, they do not, like him, Shane Buechele, and a couple others, but for those 2 in particular, they don't believe they'll clear waivers, and they believe in him. So they're developing them and keeping them around. Cole, if you need a mathematician to help you as a mod, you're a mathematician? That's what you do? I dig it, man. Because I'm horrible at math. Maybe Gay will throw Rashad vacuum in. You're wild. Hopefully not. Funny how nothing has happened to Adams yet. Oh, yeah. That was interesting. After last game, Adams pretended to be scared to, like, walk into the tunnel. He was, like, looking all around and then just, like, ran awkwardly into the tunnel. I was like, you're weird, bro. Yeah, I think he'll probably get suspended, but I don't know when. Kennard's a prospect. We'll know in a year. Yeah. I mean, they traded back to get him, and they gave up. They passed on George Pickens and a couple others. They got Sky, moved back from pick 50 to 54. I believe that was Sky's draft selection. But yeah, Kennard was what, 5th rounder? So yeah, we'll see. James says no to Odell. Yeah, he is. Who do you think? Yeah, Sam. I kind of said this last time when I saw that Pacheco was going to be RB1. I was literally like, what does that mean? It didn't mean anything. He was out there first. But, dude, McKinnon had the most snaps. I could pull up the snap count, but McKinnon had the most by far. Then Pacheco. And then he only had a couple more than CH. But Pacheco's last 3 or 4 came in garbage time when they were leaving. No, I don't believe he's a diva. I don't think so. Kennard is the worst prospect we've had since we drafted and cut that one secondary player. Cannot remember his name. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see on Kennard. Kelsey hinted on New Heights that someone's coming. Yeah, he kind of just said something's a brewing, something's in the air. So then he said, I have no knowledge of anything happening, but could certainly happen. Speaking of New Heights, I think their next episode drops tomorrow. What's Tamba doing? How old is that guy now? Am I alone in hoping OBJ stays far away? I don't think he's really a diva, dude. I mean, personally. Do you think the Chiefs will pick someone up? Hard to say, but if they do, I would think D-line. You know, if they could take a swing on an offensive tackle that they just think would instantly come in and be a little bit better than Andrew Wiley, cool. But, you know, Kennard's there. I don't know if he's ready this season. Nick Allegretti's serviceable, mainly on the inside. But then they have Lucas Niang coming back, potentially. Dude, I have like this suspicion, guys, that Lucas Niang is going to get put on IR. I mean, I could be wrong. But Cole, you're too young to have had hip surgery. Yeah, it's not replacements, but I had my labrums repaired on both of my hips. Yeah. I mean, Shady was a superstar. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Dude, yeah. McCoy thinks a lot of things about himself. If Juju and the boys win a Super Bowl and play enough Warzone, he would take a pretty friendly team deal. He seems like the type of guy to stay in KC for some weird reason. I mean, hey, I'm down. I've been calling it I wanted Juju last year. Yeah, that's kind of why I say wide receivers like priority 4 or 5. I mean, we've dropped 3 40 bombs this season. We're leading the league in a lot of statistics, man. Lead the league in points per game. We're second in total yards, I think. We're first in first downs. I think we're first or second in third down conversions. First and third in longs. I mean, we're not struggling. That's for sure, on offense. Look at the difference in last game when Mahomes had a clean pocket, dude. When the O-line holds, Mahomes, in my opinion, made like a concerted effort to like stay in the pocket. He scrambled at times, but dude, he stayed in the pocket, went through his reads, and he was doing work. So I like that. If the O-line can keep holding up, I like that. Holly, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I still have the hopes that Kennard will work out. Yeah. Even if he's a serviceable guard, like a starting caliber guard, he's a rookie, man. We've got him for 4 years. Yes, dude. Let's go. Favorite KC steakhouse? Dang. Capitol Grill is good, but I can barely ever eat there because I would be broke. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite ones. We've been to a couple more. My wife would know the names because she picks them out. But yeah, Kennard has a lot of upside. Yeah, I mean, worth the shot with him being a 5th rounder, right? Can you make a video explaining terms like draft capital and cap hits? That's a great idea. I have some ideas like that. Especially for the off season, that'll be like it's like evergreen content, meaning it doesn't really expire unless the rules change. So those are pretty good ideas. I like that. Definitely in the off season, I want to make some stuff like that. I do. Trade deadline is November 1st. Yep, 1 week. Yes, sir. Bye week, bro. Yeah. Good evening, Cole. What's good, Chiefs fans? What's up, dude? Who do we play this week? Yeah, bye week, and then we play the Titans. Let's get Cam Jordan. Not opposed, man. You forgot about dude? Oh, Darian? Yeah. Bro, I remember when he was drafted, he was so mad that he fell to the 5th round. It's because he was wearing some political shirts. I didn't even know that until I went back and he wore, I don't know, it was some either like something to do with the pandemic or the current president. And I'm keeping it vague because I ain't trying to get demonetized. But like, yeah, he wore that, and I think that's why he fell. Maybe they're worried. They said character issues, but I looked into it, and he wore like a political shirt or something. While Frank is out, put Willie Gay in as defensive end. Put Leo out there too. I mean, hey, why not? Just try a bunch of stuff. I just searched Justin Ross, and the newest video is 4 months old. We shall see about him next year. Yeah, he had surgery about that like in June. July, August, September, October. So yeah, that makes about sense. Ooh, dang, dude. Cheeseburger or pizza? Oh, man. Depends on the day. If football's on, pizza. Other days, cheeseburger. Dude, that's almost worthy of a poll. We haven't done a poll in a while. I worry about the Titans. They've been our kryptonite. Yeah. I just watched our game against the Titans last year. Recently. The highlights. It was freaking rough. Tannehill was out there looking like I don't know, like the best game he's ever played. Danny A is my favorite YouTuber. What's up? What are you doing up there? We need Micah? Yeah, they ain't ever letting that guy go, but I'd like that. Not really a question, but George Pickens could have been a Chief, man. Yeah, he definitely could have. I think they were potentially hoping for more upside from Kennard than they got so far. I'm not going to say he's a bust. We need to see how he develops for a 5th-round pick. You can't always land starters. It's impossible. But Sky still we gotta see how he develops and how he looks next year. A full year in Andy Reid's system with Mahomes. McDuffie W. Yeah. Travis likes to stir things up. You ain't lying. Let's go Kareem Hunt. Trade a second in CEH. Oh, maybe it was today. I thought it was Wednesday, but dude, I haven't looked. So if it dropped today, then dope. I wish no suspension for our players. How did Gay get suspended more for games for breaking a vacuum than Frank, who had a Uzi at this point? It's not only the fact to me too that he had a Uzi, but it was 2 cases within 3 months for the same basic offense. But yeah, the NFL treated Willie Gay's case as it was labeled or classified, and it was classified as a DA, domestic abuse case, I think is what it is, right? So they didn't play games with that, and they just filed it in the same category, even though he didn't hurt anybody. So, yeah. I mean, you got to think there's still emotional abuse that could happen through that and other stuff. So, I don't want to make light of it, but yeah, it's interesting, huh? The Cowboys trade 12 picks for Parsons. 12 picks? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I think we need another, Eric. I'd like to see some move before the deadline. Yeah, I thought you asked me this. I mean, I'm not the best on who. My head is so far down the Chiefs rabbit hole for content every day. I'm not looking outside a lot, to be honest. But, we could never get Brian Burns probably for what they want for him. But I would love somebody like that. I had this feeling Brett Veach is going to make some small move. And you're going to be like, oh, okay. I can see that working. But we're probably going to sit here and be like, oh, wow, I didn't really think of that guy. Or maybe we did. But I think it's going to be like a lower kind of, some trade for like a 6th-round pick. I mean, I think it's going to be some small move that we're like, oh, okay. All right. Who do you think? You guys got to let me know. Wiley is impressive at right tackle, considering the fact he's actually a guard. Yeah, I mean, and considering who he's gone up against this year. Good Lord, man. Both Bosas. Khalil Mack, Max Crosby. I mean, jeez Louise, he's gone against a bunch of people. What's up, dude? Can you please give a shout out to subscribe? I mean, I typically don't plug other channels that I've never seen, so I don't know what that channel is. And it's baseball. No offense, but I don't know anything about baseball, man. Need another corner? Yeah, in theory, McDuffie and Fenton are back after the bye week, and we should be okay. But I'm not opposed to that idea. Yeah, we need another sack artist. Another good name pass rusher. I wish Casey would reconsider on Kareem Hunt. I miss that guy, man. Why pay for OBJ when we already have a top receiver on IR? Well, the OBJ thing would just be for the season. Yeah, OBJ wouldn't be long-term. It would be like, hey, can you help us get a ring kind of a thing. In hindsight, we should have signed Bradbury. Oh, man. He's been playing so well. He's been balling out. Gilmore, been looking good too. Tough on J.C. Jackson, though. He's out for the season. Capital Grill, it's a chain or off the chain or is a chain. I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm getting old. What's that mean? Wait a minute. Is Frank Clark the only one suspended? Yeah. Willie Gay is back. He's good to go. He played last week. So Willie Gay's back. Just Frank Clark.
Be the Grim Reaper.
Captain Redbeard with the 2-bomb. I think Montez Sweat is a perfect option for us. You like that idea? Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these are teams we've definitely been calling. Teams that might be in fight or flight mode because of just how bad they're doing. So I like that. Good Lord. In 2019, he set a combine record for a defensive lineman. He ran the 40-yard dash in 4.41 seconds. Wow. What a fast man. Think we could get Devontae Adams? No. That would be nuts. But no, I mean, if you're going to make a swing like that for a receiver, you should have just kept Hill. I mean, just as expensive. And Hill is built for this offense. Kind of built it around him in some ways. 12 picks for Devontae. What if he gets hurt? That's crazy. Got to keep the draft picks to stay young, man. And kind of hold the bulk of the roster for turnover. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he tore his patellar tendon, I think, dude. Patellar tendon. Yeah. How about that synchronized leg switch on a field goal? What's up, Chiefer? Yeah, that was crazy. Colin Saunders said it was his idea. Why do the Chargers look like they have two left feet against other teams, not the Chiefs, bro? Was it a Monday night game? Chargers and Broncos, dude. It was so bad. It was so bad. It looked horrible. Cheeseburger, pizza, barbecue, chili, or salad? Well, salad can go. I mean, I eat salad almost, not every day, but quite a bit. But if I had to pick one, oh man, chili's good on a game day too, though. Woo! Of course, barbecue. If Mahomes' TDs stay at this rate, he'll have like a total of 48. Yeah, and like almost 5,000 yards. Honestly, Willie Gay, defensive end, has been on my mind a bit. I bet he would be a great pass rusher, but this isn't Madden. Yeah, I mean, he's a great in pass coverage. It's kind of all over the field. What's up, Deadwalker? The positive thing about the Chiefs losing Frank Clark for 2 weeks is we got better backups for him than Willie Gay. Yeah, I was saying earlier in the stream, I think the loss of Willie Gay hits the Chiefs harder than the loss of Frank Clark. So I'm glad he's back. I prefer burn-ins, Kurt, personally. Would you trade a second-round pick in CH for Kareem Hunt? The second-round pick, that's high. But if that somehow translated to the Kareem Hunt of old before he left the team, yes. How much of an impact do you think Trey McDuffie? I mean, in theory, a lot, but he's literally only played like 10 NFL snaps. He got hurt in the week 1 against the Cardinals, like in the first quarter. So, and then he got a concussion in preseason too. And then he was hurt some in OTAs. It's been a little bit of a rough go for him. But in theory, he's locked down. Yeah, he's a lockdown. Very good in coverage from the limited sample size we have. I think it would help. Yeah, I like burn-ins better. Uri, for sure. Yeah, he's never coming back. Yeah, I don't think he is. Yeah, Kareem is a dream, and it rhymes. Ribs? Quit talking about Hunt? Yeah, I know, man. You still have his jersey? Dang. Chiefs also, yeah, they take very seriously. Yeah. Yep. That was a crazy situation, bro. Very crazy situation. I know what you're talking about. Bro, I can't believe that. We don't have to go down that rabbit. That's a dark rabbit hole. If you had to pick one, what is Veach's Veachiest move? And I'm assuming you mean that in a good way. Veachiest move? Dang. Well, Patrick Mahomes, to be honest. I know he wasn't GM when it happened, but I'm pretty sure Brett Veach was the one bothering everybody saying, you need to look at this guy. You need to look at this guy. You need to look at this guy. and almost like pestered them to death about it. I'm almost positive. So that's the unofficial Veachiest move is Patrick Mahomes. Since he's been GM, I don't know, man. What's Brett Veach's best move if you had to pick one? Let me know in the comments. I mean, Nick Bolton is one that comes to mind. I mean, the Frank Clark deal, I don't like that. But if I'm thinking draft picks, I mean, Nick Bolton's a pretty solid one. But then, I mean, Creed Humphrey. I mean, think of last year. I mean, dude, Creed Humphrey, great pick. Trey Smith. It might be Trey Smith because of how late he was and how good he is. Might be one of those three, y'all, for me. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Ooh, Brisket's good. For the second time, thoughts on Sky Moore? I clicked the wrong one. Like you say for the second time, like I don't have 18,000 comments. Sorry, man. I try to get to as many as I can. Yeah, I said earlier, I think they'll give Sky one more go. If he muffs another punt, they go to McCole Hardman. That's where I'm sitting. But the thing is, you got to think a little bit longer term. McCole's on a contract year, and he may not be back next year. If they think, hey, Sky is our guy for the next 4 years, I mean, he's got to get better. Because McCole is a short-term solution if he's not back, if McCole's not extended. Coke, my man. Let us know how much research you put in to make these vids. Have you always been this all in? No. I've always been a fan. I've always watched almost every game, but I didn't start following nearly as heavy till I started this channel. So how much research do I wake up and put on a podcast and just listen. I just listen to podcasts. I'm researching every day for these videos. Some videos, depending on the subject, some research takes hours. So some why'd I just say, I just stuttered so bad. Some videos can take, 6 to 8 hours to do from the ground up. That's prepping, researching, some scripting, recording, editing, and then all that stuff. So yeah, I've been doing a lot this year. This is a lot. I'm still learning though, still growing, trying to get better. This channel is going to be around for years to come, so I'm like, I gotta get with it. So I always just got my head in the on Twitter, articles, reading, watching, learning, trying, man. You think we're trading with Chicago for Quinn? Why you say that? You see something? Or is it just like a gut feeling? The only thing about Quinn, his cap hit is like $18 million. I mean, that's a lot of money, dude. What are they going to do? I mean, they have to work it out. Oh, look at this guy. It's the Saints guy. He can't come in and talk about his own team anymore because they're horrible. So he talks about others. And Von Miller. I like Von Miller. What about Von? You'd like to see McKinnon run more? Dude, I watched a play he did last season where Mahomes threw a check down pass to him and he broke 3 tackles for a first down. It was nuts. McKinnon been that guy. Just struggles with health a little bit, I think, because he hits so hard. Cole, would you use draft picks to acquire Laramie Tunzel? Well, the problem is Brown is not moving to right tackle, dude. They knew that when they traded for him because that's why he left Baltimore. He said, I'm not playing. He moved to left tackle, I think, to fill in, right? And he's like, I'm not moving back to right tackle. If you don't want me as your left tackle, trade me. I mean, basically. So while the idea it's not horrible in theory, he just would never move. I mean, they can't make him go out there. So, but dude, if he would do it, I'm not opposed. I've heard complaints of Q39's portions lately. Q39's okay to me. It's all right. Yeah, you like that option? Thanks for the 2 bomb, brother. Give me a foot-long Italian urban cheese full of burnt ends. Dang, dude. Bradbury was right there, too. He was. All I know is Pacheco should do kick returns. Well, Pacheco does do the kick returns, but if you're talking punt returns, I mean, Sky has never worked on punt returns, I don't think. Has he, guys? I mean, maybe very limitedly. So, yeah, Ely's suspended for a couple more weeks. He'll be back, though. What's up, Chiefs in the clutch? Cole, do you think the Chiefs will trade for anybody? I mean, I feel like they freed up enough cap space with the Travis Kelce move to be able to do something. I just don't know if it's going to be as big of a splash as we think. The rest of the league are building their team to outmatch the Chiefs. Who are the Chiefs building their team to go against? Maybe the Bills? Good question. I think the Chiefs have been at the top so long, they're just trying to stay there. I mean, the Bills are close now. That's a great question. I don't know. I think the answer just might be staying as competitive as they possibly can. Thinking a little bit longer term than some of these other teams with just the projected length of time they still have Patrick Mahomes. So I think they're just competing against themselves. They're the only ones that can beat. They're the only ones that can lose is if they beat themselves. Keenan Allen owns Justin Ross. I mean, Justin Ross is an undrafted free agent who just had surgery. It's never played in the NFL. Oh, thanks, German. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks again for that membership recently, too, man. Appreciate that a ton, dude. It was the middle tier, too. I was like, sheesh. Do you like wings, pizza, or cheeseburgers? I would go, dang, dude. Depending on the day. But pizza is like a 1A, cheeseburger is a 1B, and then wings. Does anyone know why Wiley had a different helmet? Or Willie? Oh, Willie. Oh, I have no idea, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see the Chiefs trading for... Yeah, I don't think they're going to trade for a huge name either. Depth or an older veteran. Yeah. I mean, even another just veteran defensive end or someone just rotate in and just they could continue taking stabs at rushing the passer. Anyone on the Texans looking to jump ship? Jeez, dude, probably all of them, Adam. Probably all of them. But yeah, I'm not the best unless I just did a little bit of research on their team, who could be potentially good ideas. The Peanut has the best wings? Devontae. R.I.P. to J.C. Jackson. Yeah, he's out for the season, man. That's a tough injury. Sucks. Chris Jones set a record at the Combine for biggest flop. Yep. That was a big one. 5,300 yards. Let's go. Y'all at Arrowhead, they serve a hot dog covered in brisket. It costs your firstborn child, but it's delicious, bro. That actually sounds phenomenal. Chiefs get 100% of our opponents every week. It's just the nature. You're right. CH doesn't have any trade value. Yeah, not really. Not really. Some people were arguing with me this offseason that I said he didn't. And they were saying I was ignorant. I'm like, okay. I mean, he has some, but not much. Yeah, LC's is fire. Yep, go there. Go to LC's. How many times are you going to say this, dude? If Kareem's last name wasn't Hunt, do you think Clark Hunt would have cared? Oh. I don't know. I don't know if it was that deep. They clearly aren't related if you look at their skin color. But I don't know. I think you saw what happened on video, and regardless of what names she was calling Kareem and regardless of how much alcohol they had, I know it wasn't the worst thing in the world. You shouldn't never do that. But, it wasn't like, who's the guy that knocked old lady out in the elevator? That was bad. I mean, Kareem Hunt was mild compared to that. But, dude, on camera, you lie to the team. You got to go. It's bad. Nothing else you could do. Yeah, not coming back. Vicious move, Mahomes. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, he scouted him. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Tooney. That's a good one, too. I mean, dude, Tooney's so solid. Getting the GM gig with the Vicious move. Yeah, Mahomes was technically a Dorsey move, but Veach scouted him and basically said, y'all need to look into this guy, and like pestered him to death about it. Yeah, Creed. Am I that far behind? Since you're drinking and haven't went to the bathroom, do you have a urinal? Yeah, I have a urinal right on the desk. Nah, I mean, the stream's going to end in about 10 minutes, and I don't really drink a lot of water before the stream. I mean, dude, my game streams, they're like 4.5 hours long, and I only go to the bathroom like once during halftime. So, was taking McDuffie from the Bills, Pacheco, Snead. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. Creed and Smith. Yeah, those are both fire moves. Could end up being Jalen. I like that. Bought a Hunt jersey a week before he got kicked off the Chiefs and a Bo jersey right before the marijuana suspension. Yeah, quit buying jerseys, bro. Don't do it again.
And when it's grim, be the Grim Reaper.
Huckleberry with the 10. I'll pull that up in just a second. How cool could it be? Hey, let's go. Your content is great. Don't forget to take time. Yes, sir. I take Saturdays off, spend it with the fam, brother. That's all I do, which is a lot of fun. And I spend the mornings with the fam a little bit. I work from home, so I'll go up and eat lunch with the fam if they're home. And then I have dinner. So definitely try. I think the Kelsey restructure was in anticipation of re-signing McCole. Really? Okay. My head has been on Twitter recently, too. It's just not good. Dude, I'm not going to lie. Twitter, well, it's not even... Everybody knows this. Twitter is super toxic, man. Yeah, he's a lot of money, bro. Made me laugh, man. I really appreciate your vids. I'm a homer to the T. So it's you and Nick, right? I really enjoy the content. Let's go, Davian. Hey, man, we gotta do it, man. Cole, don't you think one first-round pick for a proven vet like Burns is worth it? Yeah, I mean, if Veach thinks, hey, let's go for one first rounder and something, a first and a 2 or something. Yeah, I mean, I just think 2 firsts is insane. So I don't think they would ever do that. I wouldn't be mad if they snagged him for a first and a third or I mean, they were able to make something work, but yeah, I mean, you're right. A rookie is still a gamble. I mean, trading for any move's a gamble. They could get injured like J.C. Jackson and be out for the season. Definitely all a gamble. Isn't it something like 80% of all Veach's picks currently starting? I think it's higher than that. I think it's a little bit higher. It might be 80 though. It's like the highest in the league. That's fire. Let's go. Broncos ain't coming for nobody. How cool would it be to draft the next? Yeah. Y'all are the best. I always have a great laugh during the streams. Let's go, dude. I still hope we can manage getting Burns. Seen somewhere that Carolina said they turned down 2 firsts. I think they're lying. Could be wrong, though. Sky had some really good punt returns in the preseason. Not sure why isn't. I think, just pressure. He's nervous to mess up again. I don't know. He's been having a problem like spotting the ball in the air and like knowing where it's going to land. Cole, you think Justin Watson should get more snaps? I know he's been getting pretty low snaps. And he's had a couple TDs. But I'm like, dude, the way that MVS is starting to click with Mahomes, the way Juju's starting to connect with Mahomes, McCole has been doing his thing in his own, way. And then it's like, well, do you risk playing Sky more or less, getting that experience under the belt, somebody who's going to be there for the next 4 years? Or do you play Justin Watson a bit more, who's on a 1-year deal? I don't know. I'm not opposed. I mean, he's gotten a couple TDs. I like the idea. I don't mind it. The Broncos are trying to get a top 5 pick in KC. They might be. I heard the extra cap space was for paying Juju, hitting all his incentives. Yeah, I mean, some of those receivers have incentives, like just some of the players have incentives in general. Like if they play a certain amount of games or hit a certain amount of milestone achievements. That's why I'm like, it could really just be for breathing room till the end of the year and maybe one small move. Nothing big. Barbecue, duh. Oh, yeah, tacos are greater than cheeseburgers. Yes, sir. I'm a big Mexican fan. Yes, sir. Yeah, Cole, I had trouble answering my question, too. Yeah, maybe so. Coming from L.A. for the Rams game, 11:27. What barbecue to go straight to? Dang, that's a hostile question. I mean, Gates Barbecue is not the best barbecue in Kansas City, but it's probably the most Kansas City barbecue experience you can have. So definitely go there, but just know it's probably not the best, but it is good. Go to Gates. You can't go wrong with KC Joe's or whatever it's called now. It used to be Oklahoma Joe's. They're good. Jack Stack's good. A lot of people like Q39, Big T's, LC's. I mean, the three most popular is probably Q39, Jack Stack, and KC Joe's. Try all three of those, but go to Gates as well for like a lunch. It's not as fancy. It's more like fast food, kind of KC barbecue, but bro, it's fire. Good to see you. Did you read Tribe's vid on Shank the Clark? Or did I see Red Tribe Cinema's vid on Frank the Shark? I haven't. No, I need to check it out. Got tickets to the Seattle game before season for cheap because everyone thought they were bad. Oh, that's fire. Yeah, they're playing good. Geno Smith is balling out. Bro, how far? Okay, here we go. Huckleberry with the 10 bomb. I'm hoping I'm not overstepping, but you mentioned it before. Everyone needs to go check out Shaggy Shane and Starcade. Other Chiefs channels need some love. Love it, man. Yeah. Shaggy Shane has showed nothing but love and support from early on. I don't know much about Starcade personally. I don't think, but I know he does a podcast with Starcade. So heck yeah, man. I mean, I'm always about showing support to other Chiefs channels. I just did an interview with All Chiefed Up, so I'll be on one of their episodes soon. I like those guys. So yeah, there's quite a bit out there, man. Kansas City Chiefs need a new stadium. What's up, Boomer? I don't know if they'll get a new stadium. Probably upgrade what they got. If the Royals move to downtown KC like they're rumored to do, I could see something happening on that space. I don't know if it'd be a brand new stadium, but oh yeah, it was Ray Rice. You're right. Yeah, Ray Lewis killed somebody. True. Yeah, Ray Rice was so bad, bro. Yeah, man, no worries. Glad you could hang out. I appreciate it a ton, man. I just try to hang out with you guys every Tuesday. Nicola said bye. Okay, bye. Why was Frank suspended? 2 gun charges he sustained. Or he got caught with, or whatever the terminology is. Two gun charges that happened in 2021. March of 2021, June of 2021. I think they were misdemeanor gun charges in the state of California. Yeah, he pleaded no contest, was ordered to pay a fine and serve community service. 2 weeks suspended for that. I really struggle with that answer, and I think it's just because I'm about to get off. I've been streaming for 2 hours straight, so I'm getting a little tongue-tied. Huckleberry, thanks for that 10 bomb, bro, by the way. What's up, everyday space nerd? What up, dude? How's it going? You think we would trade? Well, we have 2 firsts. Game tie. We have 2. I'm almost positive we have 2. I haven't looked it up in a while, and I'm a bit hazy. Could be wrong, but I thought we had 2 first-round picks. Maybe we don't. If we only have 1, then probably not. Chief draft picks 2023. Let's see what we got. I'm curious. No, you're right. We only have 1 first-rounder. We had 2 first-rounders this year because of the Tyreek trade. Yeah, I mean, Veach has kind of joked saying he's not allowed to trade away the first-round pick. So, yeah, tough to know. I mean, if the right deal came along and everybody signed off on it, I don't think they would hold the first-rounder just because the draft is in KC. Yeah, I don't mind that answer, man. Trade for Josh Allen. Yeah, the defensive Josh Allen. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I like him. We'll see what happens soon. Yes, sir. I think I answered this. You should have been in here. I just answered that. I'm 2-5. Without Brees, my team is Kyler. Oh gosh, don't ask me fantasy football questions, man. I'm pretty trash. I don't play. Somebody answer this, man. Let me know, or let him know. Yeah, gun violations. Yup. What is Cora doing now? All I know is the next 2 seasons will truly show Veach's GM abilities. Funny how so many pundits talked about Mahomes' contract, and he's not even the 4th highest paid QB. Yeah, but within the next couple years, I mean, think about you got Joe Burrow, you got Lamar Jackson, you got who else we got? Justin Herbert. I mean, those guys are going to put Mahomes like in the 7th, 8th highest paid range, and there's more coming. There's more QBs that need deals too coming up. Our roster is fine if we're healthy. How will we address? Yeah, great question, Matthew. I talked about it a little bit earlier. Orlando Brown's been playing pretty well the past 2 weeks. If he continues that trend for the rest of the season, I could see them signing him. If he keeps going like this, like he kind of has so far, because I know he's kind of been playing injured, but yeah, I think they're still hoping Orlando is the left tackle of the future. It'll be a little less stressful if that's the case because of all the draft capital they have invested in him already from the trade from the Ravens. Right tackle, great question. Could it be Darian Kennard, who's a prospect right now? Could Lucas Niang get healthy enough? I'm less worried about right tackle than left tackle, but we'll definitely have to see about Orlando. Yeah, Joe's is fire, dude. Jack Stack, Joe's, Jack Stack. Yeah, we have a Jack Stack here in Lee Summit. My wife likes it a lot. Pacheco running towards you in the 4th quarter. Yeah, I'm running out of the way. Yeah, word on the street, Greedy Williams is available too. You right, Captain Redbeard. Thanks for the 2-bomb, bro. Yeah, the original Joe's is in a gas station, but there's another one on the Kansas side. Yeah, Greedy Williams and who else is available on the same team? Yeah, but Greedy's available. The problem is with Greedy, that makes me nervous. He was put on IR this year for a hamstring injury, which makes me nervous a little bit. He's probably fine, but dude, Trent McDuffie, IR hamstring injury. Rashad Fenton right now, hamstring injury. I mean, that just stresses me out. Newest video about Mahomes, history by Secret Bases Hype. I'll have to check it out. Thank you, Ramon. Appreciate you. Arthur Bryant's. I have not had that in over 10 years probably, John. I need to. And it feels so weird, not going to lie. Yeah, very inconsistent with their suspensions. Wide receiver draft class, pretty good this year. Ooh. I mean, yeah, tough to say, Kurt. I mean, if they sure up left tackle with Orlando, if they think he's the guy and he keeps playing well, great. But then you've got to look at, like if they get rid of Frank Clark, you've got to draft early, I feel like you've got to draft earlier for defensive end than you need to for wide receiver. I mean, there's multiple examples of receivers that weren't drafted in the first round that are really good. I mean, Cooper Kupp. What was his draft round? He wasn't a first rounder. Was he a second rounder? What was he? Cooper Kupp. Oh, he was a first rounder. No, 3rd round. Yeah, 3rd round of the 2017 draft. So there's multiple examples of receivers that you can grab. Now, obviously, Tyreek Hill was a later round pick, but we know why. It was some character issues that they took a bit of a chance on, and it worked out. So, yeah. After we sneak a great tackle in the first. Yeah, I mean, if they don't extend Juju, I wouldn't be surprised if they grab a couple in the draft, but I would think they'd extend Juju or go for some sort of a veteran and then probably snag one in the draft as well. Every week someone asks what barbecue they need to try, and the answer is basically always the same. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's actually not a lie. Just, dude, you could go to any. They're all good. Oh, that's fire. 1 out of 10, you think? I think I'm about an 8. I mean, I'm pretty confident that they'll win the division. I think it's going to be a fight potentially with the Chargers, but the Chargers are pretty beat up, dude. They have a lot of injuries. Herbert hasn't looked the same since playing the Chiefs. I don't know if his rib injury is still bothering him, but I'm like an 8, which is pretty confident. I mean, that's an 80% confidence level. The Chiefs are going to take the division again. I don't try to be overconfident, but what game do you want to see the red on red? I don't know if I ever want to see red on red again. They do it once a year, right? Yeah, Scrambling Armchair is great. Yeah, I've plugged him on multiple times. I was just listening to him before the stream. You should live stream the Raiders versus Saints game this weekend. So, because there's a bye week, I am going to stream a game. I'm going to see which ones are in my network, in my area, and then we'll pick one. I might do a poll that you guys can vote on, and we will stream one. It makes sense to stream an AFC West game. So that would actually be a good one if I get it. If it's in my network, I'm going to stream a game this Sunday. So I'll let you guys know. Then I'll be back for the Red Friday live stream. But my wife and I are going away for a night. No kids. Praise him. Praise God. On Friday. So the Friday live stream will be a bit earlier. I'll probably do it at like noon or 12:30 because we're going to leave at 2. So I'll be back for that. I'll stream a game live, and I'll keep pumping out content almost every day. I'm going to jump off here, man. About ready to go to bed. I've been live for over 2 hours, and my battery on my camera is about to die. I think we've got all the super chats answered, so appreciate all of you guys hanging out, man. We still have 360 people in here. Thanks for just vibing, hanging out, for the likes, the comments, all that stuff, man. I appreciate y'all. Couldn't do it without you. Could not do it without y'all. So again, appreciate your time, and I'll see y'all Friday. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?